The Bears may be the most questioned 10-2 team of all time, but the quarterback is the leader, and with the quarterback has a 1.3 QB rating, it's a little bit more understandable. Hey, how are you? Jason Horowitz and NFL.com's Pat Kerwin with you on the VSiN NFL preview exclusively on CBS Sportsline. Breaking down the Monday night of the 10-2 Bears and the 5-7 Rams. And Pat, everyone seems to be calling for Brian Griese instead of Rex Grossman. So let's see what Griese would bring. Here you see his numbers from last season. He had 7 touchdowns, but he also had 7 interceptions, and this is only in 6 games. So you still turn the ball over. Is that really the solution?
You know, I understand Lovie Smith's point. We're 10-2 with this guy under center. He's our future. He's a first-round draft pick. They're going to let him work his way through this. And ironically, now that they've clinched, and I don't think they're going to lose home field advantage throughout the playoffs either. I think Jason will agree with me on that.
Yep.
This is the time to let him work his way through these things. This is not the time to yank him off the field and win games that are, I won't call them insignificant, but you can afford to let this kid grow through this problem that he's having.
All right, well, it is Grossman, and it is Grossman against the St. Louis defense. And let's take a look at that defense here, which against the pass, it isn't very good. Against the run, it isn't very good. 341 yards a game they're giving up, one of the worst defenses in the NFL. And but last week, Minnesota's secondary also not very good, and he struggled. He had turnovers again. Do you expect the same thing here? No,
I do. There's a problem there. The defense isn't very good in St. Louis right now, so you're going to land up on the field more than you should be. There's a desire to give Steven Jackson the ball as much as possible, but inevitably these games turn into catch-up games, and now the quarterback's got to throw. They have done nothing since Orlando Pace got hurt.
No, at all.
And so that breaks down the integrity of their protections, and it stresses every part of the football team. So I think St. Louis is done for the year basically. They'll finish it up. And the Bears, this is an incredible thing you got to keep your mind on. They've clinched. That's not a good thing in the NFL. I hate to say it. I don't have an answer for this. But teams that clinch early, really the 1985 Bears are the last time a team clinched real early like this and got to and won the Super Bowl. Most of the time, in the last 4 years, the teams that clinch early don't win the Super Bowl. Hard to keep a competitive edge. And their opponents for the rest of the year, the Bears, 13 wins and I think 34 losses among them. So this is going to be, the Bears could get a little soft here, and Lovey's going to have a bigger challenge.
Yeah, they've got the Rams. They've also got the Lions left on the schedule, so that's not very good. But the one thing that the Rams do have going for them is they have stud players, and Steven Jackson, who you mentioned, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt. And it's offensive guys that the explosion, I know they don't have the protection for Mark Bulger, but it's explosiveness that this Bears defense, if you look at their schedule, they haven't really faced this type of explosiveness all season.
I want to make a point about that Bear defense. We talk about them, quickly we go past them like, well, they're great. They've given up 150 yards rushing, I think 3 of the last 5 weeks.
Yep.
So those guys got to answer the bell a little bit, too, on defense. And now it looks like Tommy Harris, I could get into this for a whole show, Tommy Harris is going to miss at least the regular season. That's like the old Tampa Bay Bucks losing Warren Sapp. That is a huge injury. That will destroy the integrity of that front seven. And you watch their ability to get blockers on Brian Urlacher now.
Lovie Smith said his team is just like everybody else without Tommy Harris. You like the Bears to win, though?
I like the Bears to win this football game. I feel for Mark Bulger. He had to come out and call out players, not by name, that say they don't care as much as they should to win. That's a very bad sign.
All right, well, Lovie Smith back to the team. He was the defensive coordinator for 3 seasons. And, folks, the Rams defense really misses him. It's the Monday Nighter, and it starts at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And for more on this game or any other in Week 14, be sure to stay logged on to CBS Sportsline. For Pat Kerwin, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.